So, what's a hot take that will have you like this? Chat. Coming from Halo Box Studios, Infinite's theater mode ain't that bad. You're wrong. Hot take number one, incredibly wrong. Have you ever tried to navigate Halo Infinite's theater mode? If you think that theater mode is good, I want you to do something. Go get an Xbox 360. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's not great. You get an Xbox 360. I'll lend you mine. You put in Halo 3 in here, okay? Halo 3. And you tell me how much better Halo Infinite is to Halo 3. The fact that 2007's game, theater mode, works the way it does compared to one that was made in 2020 with $3 trillion of a company behind them? No, Halo Infinite's theater mode is complete dog water in comparison. That's not even a question. I don't even understand how this person says this. Next Halo hot take is from Kevin CoolX. He's a Halo creator. I don't know if he's memeing here, but he says, I'm glad playable elites haven't been in Halo games since Halo 4 in 2012. Here's the thing, okay? Because playable elites were a thing in Halo 2, Halo 3, and I guess Halo 4, although I don't remember in Halo 4. Halo Reach as well. The thing with the Halo elites is they had a higher hitbox. So you were technically at a disadvantage when you played a Halo elite in multiplayer. But that is the point. It's funny. If you get wrecked by someone rocking a Halo Elite instead of a Spartan, it's extra funny. It's extra significant that you couldn't even land your shots on the big cow, because that's what they were called. They were called cows, at least in Halo 3 and Halo 2, I think. If you couldn't beat the cow, then you were considered extra trash. So the elites served a purpose. A, it was like fun to play as something other than Spartans, but B, from like an actual multiplayer perspective, it was like essentially taking someone out in Counter-Strike with a knife or the stun gun. That was the move. You'd play as an elite. It was your way of flexing, of just like, I'm so much better than you, like even with a higher hitbox, not gonna do anything. And that adds value to these games. And companies like 343 completely don't understand. Also, if you're trying to make an entire revenue stream off of skins and armor, why would you not add elites? The amount of stuff that you could put on elites is insane. I think you make some crazy cool elite designs. That's an untapped market right there. What do you guys say in the chat? Enzo the Loco, I haven't played Halo Infinite since I played once and got a no-scoper hacker and I deleted, haven't played since. That's the other thing, like their push on the PC with an insane amount of hacking, like I feel like you kind of want to play it just console only, get rid of like the crossplay, because it makes the experience worse, which is kind of a shame. So yeah, bring elites back. They're both fun from a casual audience perspective, but from a competitive point of view, they are the biggest flex. Imagine pulling an elite at a high level multiplayer event and winning. That's a story and it would do well. Next hot take. Halo franchise will be good again once it's on PlayStation. The PS5 hype will revive the franchise when new players join. Cringe. Next hot take. Halo Reach's multiplayer is fun. I played it last night, actually. I played Halo Reach multiplayer last night. It's fun. Just the equipment stuff, if that wasn't there, I think it'd be better. And the bloom is a little rough. It is fun. Bungie just had a way with the multiplayer. It is fun, and it's still Halo. I just think it was a little too off. It had a lot of gimmicks that were not that great. If you're looking at it from a competitive point of view, from a casual, like we're just having loosey-goosey fun over here, I think Halo Reach is a great time. And I think their campaign is phenomenal. Gameplay is great for what it is. Thunder Noodle says, some of y'all take the games way too dang seriously. Y'all forget to just have fun. Cat ears is the least of your problems. Disagree. When you create a game that is sci-fi military theme game like that, and you start adding things like cat ears and these dragon gun skins and stuff, you're basically ruining your identity. You're just veering away to what the game's supposed to be and just basically you're just going for whatever cash grab, because people will buy stuff based off contrast. So the idea is essentially, if my whole thing is Canadian and I was selling like Canadian shirts and everybody was loving my Canadian aesthetic and everything is like, you know, Canada, 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 and then I just came out of nowhere and sold you the America Canada hat, like it's an insane contrast. You'd be like, oh, why does he have the Canadian American hat? Like, okay, or like stuff like that. So like having cat ears in Halo, it's such a high contrast to what the identity of Halo is that people will buy it just because it's so insane. I mean, that's the clickbait of it. It's essentially like microtransaction bait, essentially, these cat ears. Uber Pikachu says in the chat, reminds me of how Call of Duty killed their art style as well. 1000%. Now they have like what? They have Homelander, they have Groot, they have Nicki Minaj is the one I always meme over, like her. I remember when I got killed in Warzone, I was playing with my friends, playing Warzone, and Nicki Minaj, bright pink, slays me. I was like shook. I was like, what the heck is this? I see it in the kill cam. I was just like, what? No, the cat ears seem like a small problem, and if there's just one, it's okay. But it's actually an exponential dilution of your identity as you add more of these. As you continue to add more of these, basically they'll become so much more popular than the normal style of the game, that's what most people will see when they play the game, which is what you see in Call of Duty and now Halo. So that becomes the new identity. People will associate these crazy weird anime like cat ear stuff on the Spartans, as well as I mean, you can see almost every pro has like the dragon skin for their I forget what the single shot, the bandit. Like, to me, that's a Valorant thing. What are we doing with Halo? What purpose does that have? The Halo aesthetic is cool enough. Why don't you make a Covenant themed bandit, one that's blue, a Banish themed bandit? Like, keep it in the style. So I completely disagree here. The cat ears, it adds up and dilutes your entire your identity. Kane is buff. Halo is more interesting when it isn't about the Master Chief. Chat, do we agree with this? Is Halo more interesting when it isn't about the Master Chief? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't care about anything that doesn't have Chief in it. I liked ODST, but I liked Halo 1, 2, and 3 way more. Halo Reach wasn't bad, like from story, but I liked Halo 2, 3 more. I'm on the fence with that. I mean, it could be, but Master Chief's just such an incredibly fun character to play as. His voice, his aesthetics, his comebacks, his quips. I kind of disagree. But I do like the side stories. Well, I liked Halo 4's side story. I like their main story. Soren says Reach's art style ain't bad, plus it's overhated. Actually, Reach's art style I think is phenomenal for what it is, a grounded Halo game. And you know what's interesting is I think you could take Halo Reach's art style and you can just apply it to other games. You could say the grounded Halo games, like if we were gonna make an ODST 2, use Reach's art style. For the traditional Master Chief games, use the Halo 2-3 style. I think that makes a ton of sense. Like, it immediately tells you it's a different, grittier world. And I think Halo Reach's art style works really, really well for that. I don't know that it's hated. I have actually heard people say they love it. I wouldn't say it's hated at all. Yakov says, Halo 2 was the best Halo. Halo 3 was the best period of competitive Halo. Halo 2 is the best Halo. I would say Halo 2 was the most pure Halo. Like, it was purely Halo. What you did every day was Halo. You vibed. With Halo 3, you had other opportunities to not Halo. The custom games were on another level because of the file browser. That Halo 3 pushed that so far. Forge pushed it even further. Theater mode introduced people to take pictures, videos, machinima. Like, they made that whole process bigger, better. And so I would say Halo 2 is the most pure Halo, and Halo 3 was like the most accessible Halo. And best period of competitive, I'd probably say Halo 3 too, yeah. I think Halo 2 plays better than Halo 3, especially if you play the original. But Halo 3, competitive MLG back in the day, I'm a little blinded by nostalgia, but that hit different. That hit different. My family and I actually went to Red Bull HQ to do an exhibition match for MLG Halo 3 back in the day. And that was fun. We got flown to LA to just go see Red Bull's headquarters. Their whole headquarters was like a skate park. And I remember falling asleep in a beanbag. It was a good time. And they had a secret room where the office was like a meeting room with like a TV, and there was a bookshelf. And when you pulled the bookshelf open, it was like an actual like competitive game room. Pretty goated. Red Bull, pretty goated. Yeehaw J24. The Halo community has become like two political parties that try and smear each other's games to make their favorites look better, and it's honestly very childish and embarrassing. It's not. First off, the modern Halo games are a complete spit in the face of the classic games. Obviously, the people, and it's always the people with Spartan profile pics. Always. That's not true. I disagree. I disagree entirely. The modern Halo games literally spit on the face of classic Halo games, and they're objectively worse. Completely disagree here with Yeehaw J24. I'm not trying to be hostile. It's just like none of them were functional except for 4. And they changed the UI, which was amazing. They made the theater worse. They made Forge better, but way more complicated, thus losing the idea of like what Forge is. It's like a simple man's map editor. The campaigns, they didn't stick to a single story narrative. They completely changed it every time. They kept getting cold feet. Like, what was better? In Halo 5, they tried to get rid of Chief. So there's no two parties. There's like, you're supporting the bad one and the good one. 3 of those games completely changed video games forever. Halo 1 changed first-person controllers on controller. Like, they did that. That was them. That's objective facts. Halo 2, party systems and matchmaking. That is Halo 2. Played Halo 2 Xbox Live. It had party system All that stuff, matchmaking built into the game. It wasn't a server browser. That was brand new. Halo 3, Forge, theater mode, all of these things, file browser, all of these things. That's Halo 3. What did 4, 5, 6, Infinite, I guess, and Master Chief Collection do? Nothing. 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 They just went on the backs of fantastic revolutionary games and decided to put their twist on everything, including the font, which was the pettiest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Why would you change the font? Disgusts me. Halo Reach absolutely slaps, and 2 is the best of the original trilogy. You know, not too far off. Not too far off. I do think Reach slaps, just not the multiplayer. I do think Reach slaps. A battle royale won't save Halo, it won't survive to Fortnite and COD. This is a good one to end on. A Halo battle royale will not work, okay? Let me be clear. I think a Halo battle royale would be great. Dr. Disrespect, a bunch of other streamers, they've all mentioned it. I think they're right on the money. A Halo battle royale would be fun. There's a lot to unpack there. The Halo ODST style, I feel like you don't put Spartans in for a Halo battle royale. You make it completely ODST themed. They come in from drop pods, because the problem is with the Halo battle royale is the armor system. Like, that is staple for battle royales. Not saying you can get, you don't have to use it, but it fits better with ODST and their health management system versus Spartans with the regenerative health and all that stuff. That works better for survival. That would be phenomenal. I think it would be huge. 343 will mess it up. That's the problem. There's not one game they've made that hasn't come out broken. And I'm not trying to pick on 343. I think the employees there are probably phenomenal people. I respect the heck out of them, but the leadership done you dirty. That is horrible leadership. They will push you to the edge. I mean, we've already had rumors and reports that 343 was looking into making a Helldivers ODST thing, and management was like, nah. It will never, ever work under 343. It will never, ever work under 343. And I never say never. Never. That company has fumbled every bag given to them left and right. There's no way they'll do a battle royale properly. The amount of networking you'd need for that many people, that many Spartans on screen in that big of an environment, you're gonna trust 343 to get that going. The desync crowd, it's not happening. Again, 343 employees, I want you to know, I know you're working hard. I know you want Halo to be the greatest that it is, unless you're not a fan of Halo and you're a fan of the modern Halos, and I think you're completely ruining the series. What are you even doing? Get out of there. There's people who love it. Treat it with respect. But I know the majority are hardworking folks, beautiful people, goose-tastic people. You're working in a corporate company, and I know that leadership's got to be dog water. I've worked in corporate companies. I know what it's like. I know the middle management scene. I understand. It's like impossible to get anything done. They want meetings left and right. They're just like complete useless. Everything's like a billion emails. They question everything. They don't let you do what you want to do. They give you zero recognition, zero autonomy. Battle Royale, ODST themed, is the only way it could work. Would be phenomenal. There's no way, technically, 343 would ever get it done so that it works at the level of Warzone or Fortnite to get mass adoption. It will never happen. Clip this. All right, Toxic Goose, reel it back. Reel it back, okay? God. It won't work. It's not gonna work. It doesn't matter if you have the slip space engine. You can't do it. Don't listen to him. It's not gonna work.